everyone, my name is Rachel and welcome to my first ever mini-series. In this series, I'm going to show you guys how myself and my dad transformed 1/3 of his garage into my dream office space. And in this episode, I'm going to show you guys the very beginning of the renovation process as we tidy up the space, rip out the old shelving, and start building the framework for the new office. As some of you may know, I am a qualified graphic designer, and a year ago I took the leap into independently designing and running my own business. Before I had this office, I was working out of my bedroom solely on my MacBook Pro, which I would put on a bed tray that I bought off Amazon. That wasn't really practical for me because I had very limited space, a tiny laptop screen, and I was working from my bed, which I now know is not the greatest thing to be doing. Also, around this time, my boyfriend Kevin and I launched our podcast, Nothing But Us, and I was recording these episodes from my bed with my mic and boom arm attached to my bedside table. And as you guys can imagine, it's pretty hard to record a podcast in the middle of a house that has other people living there, working, doing their own thing. It's just impossible to get time where the house is quiet. I knew that in order to grow as a designer, a podcast host, and a YouTuber, I needed to upgrade my setup. I originally planned on relocating to my dad's old shed, but he wasn't too keen on that idea as he stores things like his lawnmower and cement mixer in there. But after a lot of persuasion and pitching ideas, my dad finally agreed to let me have roughly 1/3 of his garage, which ended up being about 1.7 by 3.35 meters of functional office space. So when I sat down and thought about exactly what I wanted out of this office, these were the main things that I just really needed to have in order for this to work out. The first thing is functionality. So I really needed a desk, I needed some storage, I just needed space. And the space that my dad was able to give me is actually a really good size. I needed natural light, so I'm really lucky that I have this window here. The second thing I thought about was having a good environment for me to record things like this in. So having a soundproof space, which currently it's not really soundproof, but we did end up using soundproof insulation for the walls. It just isn't as soundproof as I thought it would be. Also, in order to have a soundproof office, I wasn't able to get the barn door of my dreams, but I settled with the door you will see later on in the series. I also really wanted the office to be aesthetically pleasing if I was going to be filming YouTube videos in here. So that includes like natural tones, modern and minimal design choices. What you see behind me now is actually not going to be the final reveal, and I will get into that later on in the series, but for this video we're just going to focus on the actual renovation part of it. And the last thing I thought about was maybe having a seating area with a little table that I could just sit back and relax in when I wasn't working. So once I had the green light from my dad, the very first task was to clear out the space that my office was going to be in. So we spent a whole afternoon just clearing out all the stuff from that space and ripping out the existing shelving.
Fucking dead spider on there.
There's a dead spider. It's not going to hurt you then.
Oh god.
Dead.
Still, they freaked me
Dead.
out.
That's dead.
Ugh,
Yeah.
that's gonna be crawling on me.
Yeah, that's all the time. It's dead. You can... Alright, is that one done?
A stick thing. There's a
Oh,
pole.
that's a pole. I need that pole.
Of course you do.
Gas
Can't
pole.
we just leave it there?
Nah, don't just burn the house down. Oh my god, just grab the pole.
Ew.
Fucking hell, mate. Look, you just clean it. Look. Right, look. It's not
Ew,
hard,
I'm not.
mate. Fucking hell. You filming this?
Yep.
So in case I fall off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At the end of day one, we were left with a pretty clear space. We just had some leftover framing that my dad would have to remove the next morning. So Dad's already gotten started in here this morning. He took down the timber that was in the middle here. So this is my office space. It's gonna start here and go to that back wall. It's pretty much the perfect size. So let me just show you. Dad's doing all the building work pretty much. I'm just assisting. I don't know how I'm gonna be assisting yet, but I'll figure it out.
Cut that.
Yep, so we're going to cut that so we can make the floor nice and level, and we'll put in some fake timber flooring later. Last night we sorted out everything that was in the shelves. Most of it went up in the attic, but there's still a few things down here that we need to organize. So basically the plan for this office, I'm going to have my desk on this side, I'm going to have a nice couch here, I'm going to do some VJ on this wall, I'm going to paint it white, there's going to be a wall here and a door separating it. Let me show you the handle that I got. Oh, here. This is the handle for my door. I'm so excited.
That's everything.
While my dad was busy removing the existing framing, I was cleaning up other areas of the garage so we could make space for everything that we removed out of this area and move it down the other end of the garage. Once the old framing was removed, Dad got started on building the new framing for my office, and he started by putting up all the studs needed to support the new wall that was going in. All the supplies we used for the building work was actually from Bunnings, and I will put up a supply list for you guys in case you're wondering on what we had to buy and how much everything cost. Dad's currently cutting the timber so we can lay it up for the structure. This is basically my dad's project. I'm just helping.
Oh, I love it, mate.
Somehow. Ooh.
Like a finger in a bum. Alright, so there's your door. You work it out.
I'm happy with that. Oh! It's starting to like come together. Like, I know this is just a frame, but wow, I can really envision it now. Yeah, I'm happy.
Oh, shit, okay.
Now what? No. Next step.
You gonna screw this on?
Yay!
I'm just gonna do it because then it's done and you've got no comeback there.
Yay, all the studs are now up. So now we're doing what? The noggins. Which is the insulation and gyprock. Yay! So Dad's been doing all of this. I've done pretty much nothing in the last hour. I've just been trying to put stuff back in this area, but a lot of it's really heavy and doesn't go on here. So I don't know where to put it. But I'm hopefully going to help with the walls. I also just ordered my chair from Adair's and we're going to go pick it up tomorrow, and I'm so excited, but you guys will see soon. The last two jobs for this day was to install some new power points, downlights, and secure the framing to make sure it didn't go anywhere. So right now Dad is just drilling the timber into the concrete Then we're going to cut this part of the timber here so we can get ready to put the door in. And then I think that's it for today. That is all for episode 1. I hope you guys enjoy this new kind of style I'm going for in this series. If you don't want to miss the other episodes in this series, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and leave a like if you enjoyed it. I will see you guys in the next one. So while I was getting ready this morning, Dad started sheeting outside of this wall.
Wow, that's kind of good.